Guys, today we are making a superfood smoothie. Let's get to it. So we got the raw liver here. This is a venison liver, nice and fresh, killed on Long Island. It's about 60 grams. And then we're also going to be using raw goat's milk. This is Dutch Meadow Farms in Pennsylvania. It's soy-free, pastured, which means that the cows are actually eating grass and not the bullshit that they're feeding a lot of the feedlot cows. And it's not pasteurized, which means that it contains all the beneficial bacterias and enzymes that are good for our gut. We're also going to be throwing some raw honey in there to cover up the taste of the liver. And then we're gonna actually separate these eggs into just the yolks. And yeah, this is what we're gonna throw into our smoothie. So let's get to it. All right, so now we're going to separate the egg white from the egg yolk. A lot of people that have allergies to eggs, a lot of times it's to the whites, not actually the yolks. So if you separate the whites and the yolks, and then you're still feeling not so good after eating eggs, first you definitely want to make sure that they're pasture raised eggs. The eggs that I'm using are Sunshine Farms pasture raised eggs. Be wary of cage free eggs, free range eggs. That's bullshit. Any of that is bullshit. I mean, granted, chickens like to stay cooped up pretty close together regardless, but we want to make sure that they're actually out on the pasture, you know, eating the bugs in the grass, and helping to spread the manure of hopefully some of the other animals on the farm, which contributes to the regenerative agriculture system, which I can get into at another time. But again, pasture raised eggs. These are from I believe a farm, yeah, Amish families in Pennsylvania, and it's an all-vegetarian diet and no hormones and antibiotics. I bought these at Fine Fare. If you have one of those near you, I probably shouldn't even tell everyone, because then you guys are going to take all my eggs and I'm going to be running around the island trying to find them. So, pasture-raised eggs. We have cracked the yolk, but that's okay. If you guys know me, you know how much I like my perfect yolks, but you can't always win every time. So, crack the second one. You have to be very gentle when handling the eggs. Not like that first one. So yeah, we're just separating them between our fingers. Pick off any extra goop. But there we go. Nice and orange. Full pasture-raised yolks. Alright, so it is time to make our smoothie. Now, this is the first time I'm trying this recipe. Someone on Instagram had mentioned making this after I posted a video of myself eating raw liver. So I've finally decided to try it out. I have this, like I said, Long Island venison liver. We got the raw goat's milk. We got the honey, the pasture-raised egg yolks. And I think I'm gonna throw a little bit of maple syrup in there too, because it's probably gonna taste like absolute shit. And a little extra sweetness is probably going to go a long way. Alright, so we're going to start with a cup of raw milk. Next goes in the nutrient-dense liver, full of vitamin A, B12, iron, the list goes on and on. We have some pasture-raised egg yolks. Get all that goodness in there. Oh yeah, all that choline. Now we're going to throw in some honey. I don't know if that was enough, but I guess we'll see. And then we're going to throw in a little bit of maple syrup. 100% pure maple syrup. Okay, let's get this on here. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Really, I should have added ice, but I don't have any. So hopefully, ooh, that's strong. So hopefully it's not too warm, otherwise I'll have to throw it in the freezer for a bit. It's definitely very liquidy, but cheers. It's definitely a little warm, so definitely would add ice next time, but I won't lie, the flavor's pretty good. The maple syrup, I think, matches well with the liver taste, and it doesn't taste as livery or as like intense. I'm honestly impressed. I thought I was gonna be gagging while drinking this, but it's actually not too bad. I'm gonna throw it in the freezer so it gets a little colder. As far as covering up the liver taste, I'm very, very, very impressed with this method. And it allows you to consume it raw, which eating it, I don't know if you saw my video, eating it straight up raw, I'm not gonna say it's good. So that's it, guys. That's the nutrient-dense liver superfood smoothie. As you can tell, there are no veggies here. There's no kale here. Those are not true superfoods. I think for some people, they're a great transition as far as if you're eating a predominantly standard American diet and you're eating vitamins that are fortified from a lot of cereals or grains, and then you transition into eating more vegetables and you're gaining nutrients from vegetables. I think that's great. It's a great transition, but it's not a long-term solution because there are also a lot of anti-nutrients as well as hormone disruptors and gut disruptors when eating vegetables in excess. I think vegetables are great to have as a side, especially in colder climates where it's very unnatural for you to be able to grow vegetables all year. So yeah, that's my take on vegetables, so I don't really feel the need to add any kale or spinach or anything like that, as I'm getting literally every single possible vitamin and nutrient possible with this concoction right here. So cheers, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like these types of videos, I'll keep making them. Maybe give me some requests as far as what you want to see me talk about or what you want to see me make, if we're gonna do some more cooking videos. But yeah, I'm gonna throw this in the freezer. Take one more sip. Gonna throw this in the freezer and let it get a little colder, and I'm yeah, excited to finish it. So cheers.